Okay, hi everyone, welcome to this. Hi everyone, welcome to this video series on Windows Server 2000. So we'll be discussing further Server 2003. Sorry, Server 2000. And hit and share. So here we go. Chapter 5: Introducing Active Directory. Revolutionizing directory services for the enterprise. The release of Windows Server 2000 marked a historic moment for enterprise IT with the introduction of Active Directory, a scalable, secure, and standard-based directory service that transformed how networks are managed, no longer limited to flat domain structures and manual trust relationships. Administrators could now create rich, hierarchical organizations with powerful tools for security, management, and automation. In this chapter, we'll cover the fundamentals of Active Directory, explore its components, and walk through the process of setting up a domain controller in Windows 2000. 5.1. What is Active Directory? Active Directory is a directory service that provides a centralized way to manage and store information about network resources such as users, computers, printers, and services. It enables authentication and authorization, centralized administration, scalable and flexible organization, delegation of control. It replaced the Windows NT domain model, which relied on flat, non-scalable domains and primary backup domain controllers. 5.2 Core concepts of Active Directory. Understanding Active Directory starts with mastering its core elements. Domains. A domain is a basic unit a domain is a basic unit of organization in AD, which is Active Directory. It contains objects like users, groups, computer, all under a common security and administrative boundary. Organizational units, OUs. OUs are containers within a domain that allow administrators to organize objects for easier management. They support delegation of administrative rights, group policy assignment, reflecting real-world organization structure. Forest and trees. A forest is a top-level container of one or more domain trees. A tree is a hierarchical group of domains that share a contiguous namespace. All domains in a forest share a common schema, configuration, and global catalog. Trusts. Active Directory automatically creates two-way transitive trust between domains in the same forests. Manual trusts can be established with external domains, including Windows NT 5.40 domains. 5.3 AD Object Model. Everything in Active Directory is treated as an object. Each object is identified by a class, user, group, printer, etc. A set of attributes, e.g., name, email, login hours, a distributed name that identifies it in the directory hierarchy. Objects are stored in a multi-master database and can be updated on any domain controller. 5.4 Directory Components. 1. Domain controllers. DC is a server that runs a writable copy of the AD database ntds.dit and responds to authentication and directory requests. 2. Global Catalog (GC), a partial read-only replica of all objects in the forest. It enables fast searches and universal group membership resolution. 3. Schema defines the object classes and attributes that can exist in the directory. It is extensible, but changes are replicated to every domain controller in the forest. 4. Sites. Logical groupings of IP subnets used to manage replication and authentication traffic. Sites help optimize bandwidth and localize traffic. 5.5 Installing Active Directory. Windows 2000 introduces the Active Directory installation wizard, dcpromo.exe, to promote a server to a domain controller. Prerequisites: static IP address, DNS server installed and configured, correct time zone and system stop, administrator privileges. Step 1: run DC promo from run or command prompt. Choose to create a new domain controller in a new domain or join an existing domain. 3. Select the domain corpexample.com. Set up the location of the AD database and log files. Defaults are fine in most cases. Specify the sysvol folder. Some store scripts and policies must be an NTFS 6. Install or configure the DNS server. 7. Set the directory services restore mode DSRM password. 5.6 DNS and Active Directory integration. Active Directory relies heavily on DNS for service location and domain controller discovery. Microsoft introduced dynamic DNS to support automatic registration of SRV records. Key DNS records, record type, purpose. LDAP TCP.dc, msdcs.domain.com locates DCs. Kerberos TCP.domain.com locates Kerberos services. GCTC.domain.com global catalog servers. DNS must be properly configured for AD replication, logins, and domains join to work correctly. Windows 2000 provides several tools to manage Active Directory. Primary tools: Active Directory users and computers ADUC, Active Directory sites and services, Active Directory domains and trusts, DNS Management Console, Group Policy Editor gpedit.msc, command line tools DSADD, DSMod, DSQuery, NetDom, Repeater Admin, and NLTest for scripting and diagnostics. 5.8 Replication in Active Directory. Windows 2000 uses multi-master replication for data consistency across all DCs. Changes made on one controller are replicated to others in a pull model using remote procedure calls, RPC over IP. Replication is optimized using change sequence numbers, USNs, sites and site links for controlling replication, schedules, bridgehead servers for inter-site replication. 5.9 Group policies and OUs. Group policy objects. GPOs are powerful tools to enforce system configurations, security settings, and script across users and computers. Linked to sites, domains, and OUs evaluated in the order local site domain OU, editable via group policy editor gpmc.msc or gpedit.msc. 5.10 Active Directory and security. Active Directory centralizes identity and access management. Users authenticate using Kerberos and are granted access based on group memberships. Fine-grained access can be controlled using access control lists, ACLs on objects. Auditing policies can be configured to monitor directory changes and access. 5.11 Troubleshooting Active Directory. Common tools, steps, tool, purpose. DC diagnostic tool for domains controllers, network diagnostics, repeater admin, monitor replication, health event viewer.msc, view logs, directory service, DNS, etc. Common issues: DNS misconfiguration. Most AD issues trace back to bad DNS setups, time synchronization. Kerberos fails if clocks differ by 5 minutes. Replication conflicts can occur with lingering objects or topology misconfigurations. Summary. Active Directory was the cornerstone of Windows 2000 servers innovation. It replaced the flat, static NT domain model with a flexible hierarchy directory service capable for managing large-scale networks with ease. By integrating with DNS security models and group policies, AD became a foundational technology for modern IT environments. In the next chapter, we'll explore group policy and how it allows administrators to define and enforce settings across the entire domain with centralized control. And I think I have a picture here of a server room, if you'll just bear with me for a second. So here's what a server room would look like. So Server 2000 and the newer server versions would run on these servers. So these servers could be a data center hosting information or web hosting. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.